On FBC News tonight, 10 Fintel workers sent home and more to be laid off soon. 2 of the recaptured Nambora escapees appear in court. And Fiji marks Senior Citizens Day. Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate. 10 employees of Fiji International Telecommunications Limited, Fintel, have lost their jobs, and more are expected to be laid off this month at its internet kiosk in Suva, Kindernet. This comes as the company feels the impact of open market competition. Mika Longa with the story.
Kindernet is a business arm of Fintel operating for some years now. Last week it sent home 10 staff, and according to Fintel chief Ioane Koribuki, the terminations were in accordance with the terms and conditions of their contracts. He did not say if those laid off received redundancy packages or if they were given an opportunity to negotiate one. In response to our written questions, Koribuki brushed aside suggestions that Kindernet's operations has been wound down, but instead folded back to be managed by Fintel and will continue to service Kindernet customers and its related products. He explained, and I quote, "Kindernet is operating in a deregulated and competitive market. As such, its services will naturally impact the market share of other providers," unquote. Kindernet CEO Chone Wesley has also been given the axe. He will exit the Fintel business arm this month. Kindernet and Fintel operated under a group structure which has been discontinued, thus causing CEO Kindernet's role de-established. The Fintel CEO says the decisions were made by the Fintel board. Koribuki did not reply to our written request for a camera interview on this latest development in the country's telecommunications industry. Mikalonga, FBC News.
Devita Sungu and Josiah Usumaki appeared in the Suva Magistrates Court this afternoon with visible injuries. They are 2 of the 5 inmates who escaped from Nambora 2 weeks ago. Devna Ryan has more.
Walking into court this afternoon, Josiah Usumaki was on crutches, while Devita Sungu needed help walking. These are the injuries they sustained in the recapture. Sungu had one leg heavily bandaged. Director of Public Prosecution's lawyer Charlie Fortefili asked the court for the matter to be transferred to the High Court, taking into account the seriousness of the offence. Sungu requested that he be provided with a medical report as part of full disclosures. The 2 will now be remanded at the Korobo Correction Centre until next Monday. The other escapees are still in hospital, and the DPP's office has asked for more time before they are presented in court. The court has ordered that the remaining 3 be produced in court on the 8th of October. Also appearing this afternoon was Rajeshwar Dutt, who is alleged to have been involved in the BSP robbery. Aseri Vakaloloma, representing Dutt, asked the matter to be transferred to the High Court, where he will make a bail application. Dutt will be appearing in High Court this Friday. Devnarayan, FBC News.
A Fiji government delegation left for Washington, D.C. over the weekend to take part in a hearing on whether Fiji provides internationally recognized workers' rights. Last year, the Fiji Trades Union Congress filed a petition asking the U.S. to impose sanctions on Fiji for various reasons, including the introduction of the public emergency regulations and the media decree. Fiji is at risk of losing out the duty-free entry of its goods into the U.S. market under the generalized system of preferences. Today, Prime Minister Vorengem Bainimarama issued a statement saying the government is concerned at the potential impact this will have on the livelihood of Fijians. 15,000 jobs could be lost, eventually affecting 75,000 people, or more than 8% of the population. Bainimarama says the delegation will update the U.S. government on Fiji's government-wide reforms, including the review of labor laws. Senior citizens should not become lazy or think of themselves as useless. That was the message today as senior citizen, government officials and the public gathered to celebrate Senior Citizens Day.
On behalf of government,
what better place to mark Senior Citizens Day than Fiji's only Senior Citizens Park in Thurston Garden. With better health care, the number of elderly in our society is steadily rising.
The question for government today is, how do we plan and address the concerns and the needs of senior citizens in this country?
The answer, according to Colonel Saumatua, lies in the government's roadmap to democracy. In the roadmap, the government has committed itself to ensuring that every Fijian has a dignified life and enjoys the basic necessities irrespective of age, ethnicity, or gender.
We need to find it in ourselves to give them the encouragement, the acceptance, the recognition, and service that they truly deserve.
And who says our elders don't know how to have fun? Many jumped at the chance to tarlala with the ministers and dignitaries. According to one senior citizen, growing old is no reason for one to stop living.
Seniority is not about getting old. It's about staying young, feeling good, and being well.
In 2010, there were 5,000 people over the age of 80 in Fiji. By the year 2050, this could rise to almost 30,000. Edwin Nand, FBC News.